Hello students, in today's lecture again we are going to continue with the chapter number 10, file, directories and exception. Now in today's session I have added the word directory as a name of the chapter. Actually our name of the chapter is files and exception only, but we are having some methods which are related to directories, so that we are going to learn, which are part of this chapter number 10, as well as we are going to learn the practical number 6 which are based on the file. So let's start with the session. So first topic, that is directory. Directory means, in simple word I can tell you that the folders which we are using, the folders are nothing but the directories. We are having C drive, D drive, in that we are having different folders. Okay, bin folder we are having, so that is nothing but the directory. So directory is a file system cataloging structure which contains references to other computer files and possibly other directories. In Windows environment, we generally refer it as a folder. The Python provides various useful built-in methods to deal with the directories. So the Python OS module has several methods that help you to create, remove, change directory by providing several useful functions. So basically in today's session we are going to learn about different methods which are associated with the directories, and all the methods which are associated with the directory are present in one module, that is OS module. In last lecture already we have used rename and remove method which are part of OS module, right? So some more methods are we are going to learn in today's section. So first method, that is mkdir. So mkdir method, the name is arises from two name. MK stands for make and dir stands for directory. So if you want to create a folder, okay, or create a directory, in that situation you can make use of mkdir method, and this particular method is part of OS module, so we have to use os dot name of the directory. So just see the example. First line we have written as import os and os dot mkdir into round bracket within double quote test. So test is nothing but the name of the folder which we want to create, and where this particular folder will get created, where you will save the program. Okay, in that same folder, same location only, the test folder will get created, and after whether the folder is created or not, that we should get some acknowledgement. For that we have used the third sentence, that is print into round bracket directory created successfully. Okay, so os.mkdir, this particular method, we are making use of this method just to create or just to make the directory. Then we have next method, that is chdr. So in the name, ch stands for change and dir stands for directory. So change the directory. If you want to change the working directory by providing the new path of the directory as an argument, we can make use of this particular method. So just see the example. Import os, that is, this is the first line, and then we have written os dot chdr. Chdr means the change or the file where we want to move now. Suppose we are now in C drive, we are now currently in the ABC folder, and from that folder now I just want to move to the Python 34 folder, which is again present in C drive only. So in that situation we can make use of chdr, that is change the current working directory method. So for the same os.chdr method we will use and just provide the location of the directory which you want to open. And after that, if you want to see that whether we have currently present in the new directory or not, or change directory or not, then just to check that, we are having one more method which is again present under OS module, that is get cwd. So in the name get cwd, get means we want to get something, okay, and cwd stands for current working directory. So C from current, W from working and D from directory, we are having this method get cwd, that is get current working directory. So before printing this statement, we have changed the directory to C:/python34. So now this is our current directory, and I just want to see whether it is changed or not. So we have applied os.getCwd method, because of which what output you will get because of this print line, the path of the change directory will get displayed. And in place of double slash you can use any type of slash, forward also as well as backward slash also we can make use of. So this is chdr method. So again the same method which we have used, get cwd. So to get the name of the current working directory, we can use this method. So now in this example, import OS we are having os.mkdir. So now we have created the directory styc, okay, and print into round bracket os.getCwd, that is get the current working directory. So it will display the directory which we have changed currently, that is in previous program we have changed the directory. So the same output you will get, because mkdir means we have created the directory. It's not the case that we are currently working in that directory. We have just, with the help of mkdir, we have created the directory. So if we are providing the location of styv folder which we have created using chdr, then and then only we will get to see the path where our this particular directory is present, styw. Otherwise till the time we will get the output as C:/python34 only. This is the reason why I put a question mark, that is you will be having this question, alright, now we have created styv as a directory and why it is showing this, because we have not used chdr, we have just created it. We are not currently working on this particular directory. Now next one is rmdir. Rmdir means rm stands for remove. If you want to remove a specific folder, then you can make use of rmdir and just specify the name of the folder as a parameter so that it will get removed. So just see the example, import OS, and now we are removing styv directory. So this is the reason why we have written sentence as os.rmdir into round bracket within a double quotes styv. And once this particular directory is deleted, we should get some acknowledgement. For the same, we have written the print statement as directory deleted successfully. So this is the next method which we have used. First we have used to create, that is mkdir, then change directory we have seen, okay, then get cwd, rmdir. Now rename we have already used in last lecture, that is if you want to change the name of the text file as well as if you want to rename the name of the folder also, we can use the same method. In last lecture we have used a rename method just to change or just to rename the name of the text file, and now in this case we have not used .txt like extension. Means if you want to remove the folder, just write down the folder, that is previously the name of the folder is t1 and now I want to replace that particular folder, sorry, I want to rename that particular folder with the t2. So for the same, we have provided first parameter as t1 and the second parameter as t2, and then for the acknowledgement printed the statement as directory renamed successfully. So this is rename method we can make use to rename name of the text file as well as name of the directory. Then the next one is os.listdir. Listdir means if you want to see the folders which are present inside the directory. So now in this example, first line you got the Sonali as a output, and on the second line of the output you got Vedu Yashu. So it means which first line we have printed, os.listdir into round bracket t2. So t2 is the main folder which contains one more folder, that is Sonali, and this is the reason why we got the output as Sonali. So before running this particular program, you should have some folders in your specific directory whose list you want to display, okay. So you should have some folders inside the directory, and on next line in print os.list.dir into round bracket we have used t2/Sonali, means we are having t2 folder which contains Sonali folder, and that Sonali folder is having two folders, that is Vedu and Yashu. Okay, so list directory means it will display the list of directories which are present in a specific directory. Okay, so this is the list dir function. So this much methods are there which are used along with the directories. Now we are going to start with the practical number 6, which is based on file topic only. Now just in last lecture only we have learned about how to create file, how to close file, how to read the content from the file, how to add the file. So the same thing we are going to use here. So the first question of practical number 6a is, write a Python program to read an entire text file. So first we have to create one text file abc.txt and just write down one sentence. Now in this program we have written hello world in Python. So this is the content of abc.txt. So first, how you will execute this particular program, first you will create .txt file having the sentences hello world in Python, and now you are going to write a code in Python shell. Okay, Python script you are going to write the code, that is f equal to open. First we will open the abc, and now as in the question specified we want to read the content, and this is the reason why we are opening the abc.txt file in a read mode by writing r as a second parameter. Then t equal to f dot read. So what this method will does, it read entire content of the file, and that content is stored inside the t variable. And now in print statement we are just displaying the value of t variable by writing print into round bracket t. And now this much we want to perform, that we just have to read the content of abc.txt. So we are already done with we have read the content, we have displayed the content with the help of print statement. So now everything is done. I am closing the file by writing f.close method. So this is your first program, that is write a Python program to read the entire text file. If the question it is specified only read the first 6 characters, first 7 characters, then in read method you should provide integer parameter, how many characters you want to read. Okay, otherwise in the question it is specified that entire text file we have to read, so we will simply use read method without parameters. So you will get to see the output hello world in Python. Okay, then practical number 6b, write a Python program to append text to a file and display the text. So f equal to open abc.txt comma a plus. So now we are having a plus, that is if you want to read the content of the file in binary format. Okay, in that situation we are using this particular sentence. So now we are having one file abc.txt and we want to append a text. Append means at the end of the file we want to add something. So definitely we are going to make use of write method, because whenever we are making use of write method, that particular sentence will be added at the end. So that is called as appending. So again consider the first file only, that is hello world in Python easy to learn. This is the text we want to add. So as in the previous program, what was the content of file abc.txt hello world? Okay, and a plus mean again we are reading the content of the file in the binary format. So you can have this, that is like w, you can make use of w or w plus, you can make use of a and a plus also. Okay, for writing purpose. So we have opened the file in a plus, or if you want there should not be much more confusion, only simply write w mode or w plus mode, because we want to add the content. So after opening the abc.txt, what we have written, f.write into round bracket easy to learn. So this is the sentence which I have added, easy to learn. So the content of our file was hello world in Python, and after that we have appended easy to learn. Okay, so this particular sentence we have added, and then we put the /n. Again we have opened the same file in read mode, means first two line indicates what, we have opened the abc.txt and we have added the easy to learn sentence using write function. Now I just want to open, now I want to read the content of the file. So again open the file in a read mode and apply f.read and just store the readed value inside t variable and print t. So you will get to see the output as hello world in Python. This is the old text, and the new text which you have appended, that is easy to learn. So this much you will get the output. In output you are getting 2 times easy to learn, so this is not the right or correct output. You should get the easy to learn only 1 time. And actually if you are running the program again and again, you will get to see the easy to learn sentence will be added again and again. The number of times you execute the program, that number of times the easy to learn sentence will get added, because on the same script only we are reading as well as, means we are writing as well as reading. So it's not the case that once we have executed the program, so only at one we will get the easy to learn sentence. The number of times you will execute the program, the easy to learn sentence is going to add it that number of times, and after completion we are simply closing the file by writing f.close. I hope this program is clear. This is very easy programs actually, file topics. Then the last program of practical number 6C is write a Python program to read last n lines of the file. So last n line means, now we have just seen the output. Now we are imagining that the content of our file is, the content of our abc.txt file is, first line is hello world and the second line is in Python easy to learn. So now I want to read the content of the file, but not from the beginning. From the last line I want to start reading. So in that purpose, first open the file in read mode and we want to read a single line at a time. Okay, from last line we want to start, but one by one we want to read a line. So we have used read lines method. So t equal to f.read line, so it will read the line, read the lines which are present in the file, and then we have printed only the line, that is t into round bracket -1. -1 means it indicates that the last line, that is if we are having the first line as hello world and the second line as in Python easy to learn, so the first line is having numbering as 0 and the second line will be having numbering as 1. And when we are using the negative indexing, the last line will have numbering as -1 and the first line will have numbering as -2. So the same concept which we have learned in string, tuple, that is positive and negative indexing, that we have used. So with the help of read line methods, we will read the content. In place of read lines, actually we have to use read lines only, because at a time we want to display one line. So print into round bracket t into round bracket -1. So you will get the output as the last line of your text will get printed, because we are writing -1. Here you can provide -2 also, the first line will get displayed, because in our abc.txt currently we are having only 2 lines. So -1 means the last line and -2 will be the first line. So from the last also we can read the content of the file by using read lines method, or you can have read line also. Read lines we have to use, because read lines method will read entire text. We cannot make use of read line, because read line will read only single line. So from starting only it will read. And now in our question, what is there? We want to display the last line, last n lines. So for this is the reason why we have to make use of read lines method only. So this is your practical number 6. I hope this is clear to you. This topic is very easy. You just have to do the practice. That's it. So this much is there in today's lecture. Thank you very much. Stay home, stay safe.